Most of the open source image generation models out there just give you an over-polished look no matter what prompt you give to it. But we have a brand new Krea 2 model, which is the most aesthetic open source image generation model out there. And today using this tool, I'm going to be building my own image generator with a prompt and answer with a local AI brain. Hello everyone and welcome back to Build with AI series, where I cover local and free AI tools to build practical AI projects. Now first let's look at the foundational breakdown of this new tool. Instead of having a single model which can generate the entire image generation pipeline from end to end, the creators have split this tool into two different models, where the Krea 2 base model is a pre-trained checkpoint with no distillation at all, which means it is highly flexible according to our use cases. And the second turbo model is already pre-trained to generate fast, high-quality images from our text. And what makes these two models work so flawlessly is their dynamic capability, where you can use their raw base model for fine-tuning your own custom styles using the LoRa technique, and then run that pre-trained model on turbo for high-speed generation. So whenever you're running the raw checkpoint on your own machine, you need to use the full sampler model, which is trained to generate images up to 1000 resolution. But on the other side, the turbo mode is actually highly compressed and can generate images with just few samples required. And this turbo model can also generate the images up to 1000 to 2000 resolution. Most of the AI generation models out there do not have flexibility in their styles, moods, composition, and visual directions, so they mainly converge into a narrow set of default aesthetics. But the creators of this model have completely removed that trap and handle all of our visual modes and styles flawlessly. And one of the most amazing design choices that they have made is that while training the model, they have realized that even passing on a small portion of AI generated images introduces massive biases into the model's output, as these AI generated images are generally easier to learn for those AI models and can effectively put an upper limit on their model quality. So they have designed some in-house classifiers that can remove all those kind of AI image generation, so the final model only gets the real images while trained. And if we look at under the hood of this new system, it has a massive 12 billion dense diffusion transformer backbone and handles all the input prompts using the Q13VL text encoder model. So this model actually handles all the feature aggregations, while Krea 2 handles the final high quality image generation. Now to use this model into your own system, you have the links of downloading this model in this GitHub page. So if you open these raw and turbo tabs, you will be redirected to these Hugging Face pages, where you can go to the files menu and download both of these raw and turbo models. But downloading these full models will require a high expensive graphic card, as both of these models originally are 62GB big. So you will require 64 to 128GB of graphic card available in your system to run these models natively. For now, for quick testing, I'm going to be downloading these GGUF files, which are highly compressed versions of the original models. So here there are multiple quantizations available, and their download sizes are also mentioned. So let's say if you have a 4GB of graphic card available in your system, you can go for the similar size model, which is this 2-bit quantization. Quantization just means that we will trim down all the precisions of the numbers in the neural network architecture, so the overall size of the model reduces at a cost of some accuracy loss. So here I will just download this file by clicking on this button. I'll be putting the link to download this file also in the readme file that will be available in GitHub link in description and pinned comments, so you can also download this directly. For my coding environment, I'm going to be using Google Anti-Gravity for my project, and for enhancing the input prompt that will be going to this Krea 2 model, I'll be using the Ollama model. So if you don't have both of these softwares, you can go to antigravity.google/download and ollama.com/download and download the installers according to your platform. Now once I'm in Google Anti-Gravity, I have made this requirements.txt file, which will have all the libraries that is required to run this project. And to install all of this at once, we just need to run this query, which is pip install requirements.txt. Open the terminal by expanding this below pan and pasting it here. So this just looks at the requirements.txt file and install all the libraries listed there one by one. Now for my prompt and answer, I'm going to be using the Llama 3.21b model, which is just a 1 billion parameter model and can run on any consumer hardware easily. So I'll just copy this again, go to the terminal and paste it here. So using the Ollama software, it will download the Llama 3.21b model into your own system. Now once this is downloaded, I've made this app.py file, which I have my code logic. So the Llama model for prompt enhancing, I've listed this Llama 3.21b, but you can also change this directly here, and the rest of the code will reference this Ollama model variable only. So now for the final dashboard, I'm going to be building the title as Krea 2 MVP with the layout of the overall page as centered, and I'm going to write this info that the Ollama enhancer is this model, and we are using the Krea 2 GGUF file, which will be kept in this same folder. Then user can give any of their prompt or the image that they want to generate. Let's say for example, I'll be giving this a simple sketch of a cat walking on a street, and they can also upload their reference image. Let's say if you have some rough sketch of a cat that you want to be generated as a sketch on a cat walking on a street, so you can upload that rough sketch here using this file uploader command. But this is not compulsory at all. You can just directly give a simple prompt and use the Krea 2 model to generate your final image. Now once the user clicks on the enhance and generate button, first I will check whether they are giving the user prompt and the uploaded file both. And using the Ollama model, I'm going to give this prompt that enhance this text into a detailed prompt for the stable diffusion and describe everything from styling, writing, and camera. Then I'll be passing on the raw text that is given by the user, and from the resultant text, I'm going to be removing all kind of thinking tags, as the Ollama model can first think on its response and then give the actual response after that. So here I just need that final response, so I'm going to be be removing everything under these thing tags. And once I get this enhanced prompt, I'm going to be passing this on to the Krea 2 model. Now to use this Krea 2 model from this GGUF file in Ollama directly, you need to make a model file which will take this Krea 2 GGUF file as the base model and can take any prompt that the user is giving. And then using this simple command, we can create a new model in Ollama with a new name as Krea 2 raw with the model file that we have built here. So I'll just copy this command, go to the terminal and paste it here again. Now after registering this model, we can directly use Ollama.generate on this new model name that we have just made with the prompt as the enhanced prompt that is given by this Llama 3.2 model and also base image that we have given in this uploaded file variable. And once the response is given from the Krea 2 model, I'm going to be opening our output.png file and writing all the image bytes in this file directly. Then in the final dashboard, I'm going to be displaying both of these images. So I'm going to make a 2-column panel here. In the first column, I'm going to be displaying the uploaded image from the user, and in the second column, I'm going to be displaying the output.png file that is given by the Krea 2 model. For me, as a reference image, I'm going to be using this sample input.png file, which just has a raw sketch of a cat. Now to launch the dashboard, we just need to run this app.py file using the Streamlit library. So I'll again go to the terminal and paste the command here. So now my dashboard has launched in my local URL. The Llama enhancer model is the Llama 3.21b and the Krea 2 model is this Krea 2 raw model that we have built in Ollama. And in the prompt, I'm giving that I want a simple sketch of a cat walking on a street. Then I'm going to upload my concept sketch, which will be the same sample input.png file, and I'll just click on enhance and generate. So this will first take my input prompt, enhance that prompt using the Llama 3.2 model, and then give that enhanced prompt to the Krea 2 model to generate the final image. Now you can see that the detailed prompt is first given, and from a single line of prompt, it has given this detailed prompt that we want a simple sketch of a cat walking on a street with a blurred background, featuring warm and natural light with the following characteristic. And then it has defined the overall style, color palette, composition, lighting, camera, and additional details, and the output format that we will be needing for the final image. So you can see that the Llama 3.2 model is able to generate this detailed prompt on its own, defining everything that will be required for the Krea 2 model. And now finally the 2-column panel is here, where the input concept sketch is given, and the Krea 2 model is generating the final image, which will be displayed here soon. And now you can see that the generated Krea 2 output is ready. It has taken our input sketch, added a scene with a street in the background, with some houses also added, and the overall color theme is also looking like a natural night scene with the overall blue color theme. So you saw how we are able to build a simple project with the Krea 2 model with another Llama model added as a prompt enhancer. So we just need to give a one-liner prompt and define our task, and the overall pipeline will be able to handle adding all the details and generating the final image on its own. So this was just a simple project. You can also use this tool in some other kind of use cases as well. The first is the same one that we have used here, where I've defined a concept, given it some input image, and finally generate an aesthetic image output. And I've also shown how you can do the prompt enhancement using another AI model, so you can run the overall pipeline in low memory environments without crashing your local RAM. Then you can also compare the final output generated from the raw user prompts against the AI enhanced versions that we are giving right now. And everything is running offline with the complete privacy, because none of the data is passed on to any API servers, which we generally have to do if we are using some online image generation models like ChatGPT or Gemini. Then you can also have some pre-cached visual templates, which you can use as a reference for the Krea 2 model and to generate images fast using the reference images. Then you can also add some more features, like you can incorporate the turbo model as well, which can support up to 1000 to 2000 resolution images once you have the required memory in your system. Then you can add some guidance controls where you can change the style of the images. Then you can add some slider controls as well in the final UI, where if user wants to change their style or overall color tones, they can directly move those sliders and the final image will be generated according to that. Then you can also add some multiple enhanced variations of the same input prompt and can generate multiple images using the Krea 2 model. This is useful if you want to check which kind of style that you want for your particular use case. So out of all those variations, you can select the best one. Then in the input sketches as well, you can upload some multiple customized versions and check which image to image refinement is working best for you. Then you can also log all the historical conversations that you are having with this pipeline, so it can learn what kind of prompts work best for your project. So that was it for this Krea 2 model, which proves that local image generation models are already competing with the closed source online models and can offer you pure creative control on your image generation. All the codes and the readme file with the step-by-step instruction on how to set up the project will be available in GitHub link in description and pinned comments. It will also have the link to download the GGUF versions that I have done in my current project, so you can directly follow along all the steps and get started with this new model. Let me know in comments if you have some suggestions for me to build more local AI projects, and follow the channel for more such AI builds, updates, and workflows.